My Hebrew brothers and sisters, 12 tribes of Israel, scattered all over the earth, welcome back. This is your Moray, and I want to say to you, Shabbat Shalom. And I trust that this Shabbat, you enjoy time that you spend with Yahuwah, you enjoy your family, enjoy your rest, and we trust that you'll be a blessing to someone. Okay? All right. Now we come tonight to thank you for your subscriptions. Thank you for your likes and your comments. Thank you for your prayers. You know that I'm going to try not to miss this because I know I cannot make it without your prayers. Okay? Praying for my family and I. Okay, so today we want to talk about the sin of the prodigal brother. The sin of the prodigal's brother. You remember the story in Luke chapter 15 of the lost son. Yeshua gave a number of parables. He talks about the lost sheep. He talks about the lost coin, and then the lost son. But we want to talk. Most time the focus is on the lost son. Let me say this before we even go further. If you have an attitude that, a non-care attitude towards the scattered sheep, my brothers and my sisters, we need to pray and ask Yeshua, ask Yahuwah to give you a heart of compassion. Because if we do not have a heart of compassion, we won't be like-minded trying to reach those who have been scattered all over, those who are unawakened. We need to reach them, my brothers and my sisters. That's our responsibility. Okay. In this story, the lost son represents the sinners and those who have been considered cast out. And then the prodigal's brother represent people like the Pharisees and the scribes. Okay, we have those people among us. We have them, we mingle with them day by day. Those who are lost and sinners need to return to Yahuwah through his son Yahushua. And then we have those who are on his side, don't have any compassion, they don't care. All they think about is themselves. Okay? So here in this parable, we know that the son asked his father for his share of whatever was going to be given to the children. He got his. And he went out. And he wasted it. Had parties, got his friends, and, come they drink, they just have a good time. And not very long after, his money ran out. And he said he had to go work with a pig farmer, a swine farmer. And he got hungry to the point that he wanted to eat. They left the stuff that the pig didn't want. That's what he wanted. And he longed for home, so he went home. His father always was looking out for him to come back, to return. Father called the servant, and they killed the fatted calf. So the story is that the older brother was not home when he came. He was out taking care of animals or whatever he was doing out there. But he returned to a party, a big party. The noise, the music, merrymaking, the singing, dancing. And what in the world is this? What's going on? So he called one of the servants and he said, "What's going on here?" He said, "Oh, your brother, your little brother, he returned." and the father, gave him the robe and gave him a ring, and they're killing the fatted calf to merrymaking and to be glad. And he was upset. So this is why I titled this, "The Sin of the Prodigal's Brother." Okay, so now the eldest son, that is from Luke chapter 15, verses 25 through 32, but I'm not going to read all of that because the 15 minutes won't allow me to read and comment on all this. But I'll just give you a few comments here and there. But the eldest son was in the field, and he came and drew nigh to the house and heard the music and dancing. And he called one of his servants and asked what these things meant. And he said to him, "Thy brother is come, and thy father has killed the fatted calf, because he had received him safe and sound." And he was angry and could not go in. Therefore came his father out and entreated him. And he answered and said unto his father, "Lo, these many years I do serve thee, neither transgress I at any time thy commandment, and yet thou never givest me a kid, that I might make merry with my friends. But as soon as thy son was come, which had devoured thy living with harlots, and that killed, thou hast killed the fatted calf." And he said unto him, "Son, thou art ever with me, and all that I have is thine. It was meet that we should make merry and be glad, for this thy brother was dead and is alive again, was lost and is found." The sin of the prodigal brother. There are a few things I notice about this brother here, based on his conversation with his father. First of all is that he has a sin of a negative, critical, grumping spirit. The sin of a negative, critical, grumping spirit. This is what he said here. He said he was angry. He was angry and did not want to go in. Therefore, his father came out to speak with him. His father, this brother was very negative. He was very critical. And he was grumpy. All the time I've served you, You never give me a kid. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All the time I've served you. You've never given me a kid that I could celebrate with my friend. But your son, he went out and he squandered your money with harlots. And you know you're killing a fatted calf for him? That doesn't make any sense to me, he said. Oh my God. But listen to this. But not only that this brother, this prodigal's brother, have a negative, critical, grumping spirit. But look down in the next verse. This is what he said here. And he answering said to his father, Lo, these many years I served thee, never transgress I thy, at any time thy commandment, and yet thou never givest me a kid, that I may make merry with my friends. So not only that he have a sin of a negative, critical, and grumbling spirit, but he also have a sin of an offended spirit. He was offended based on what happened there. He was offended that someone would get the glory. And he's been serving and serving and serving and have not been recognized like that. But notice also, that in verse 30, but as soon as thy son was come, which has devoured thy living with harlots, thou hast killed him, killed for him the fatted calf. So here is not only that he was offended, you have this offended spirit, but you also have the sin of a compassionless heart. My brothers and my sisters, how do you feel when someone returned to Yahweh? How do you feel when someone returned to Yahweh? And sometimes the spotlight is on that person, and the spotlight is not on you. How do you feel? Do you feel offended? Do you harbor within you a negative, critical, grumping spirit? Are you at a place where it can be said of you that you have an offended spirit because someone has come to Yahweh and the spotlight is on them and not on you? Then what about compassion? Because if we're not compassionate, we're not going to be able to reach out to those who are lost in sin. Our scattered brothers and sisters, they're scattered and they have to return to Yahweh. Yahweh made it so that they can come to him through his son. But we have to publish it. We have to share with them and help them to see that Yahweh wants them to return to him. Listen to what the father said. And he said unto him, Son, thou art ever with me. We are with him. We've been awakened, right? And we're with him. But there are those who they have not come to him yet. and they need to come. All that I have are thine. It was meet, it was necessary that we make merry because your brother was lost and is found. And he came home safely. So my brothers, my sisters, this is where we come in. We must do everything we can to reach out to those who are unawakened. Have a blessed day and be a blessing to someone and walk with the King. Shalom.